here with Sara Kajawa and her group on Facebook. I always want to plug your group because I know people need that kind of thing here and there. And even if you don't lose a loved one, it's very comforting. Doing Grief Differently with Adam and Sara on Facebook, which I'll put below. Say hi.
Hi everyone.
No dance. No
dance.
Today I want to talk about, we're a little silly because we do pre-talking and we got a little
goofy,
rambunctious.
We always
goofy
do.
And ram. Yes. But we want to talk about a serious topic.
That's right.
Nothing serious to us though. We want to talk about the steps after going through a lot of inner work, or even the dark night of the soul. I know a lot of people have gone through that in the past year. And so what's next? That's what we're going to kind of talk about. Yeah. What do you want to
say? It's followed by more dark nights of the soul, right? We go through stages and levels and
but they get easier.
Clarity. Yeah. It's kind of almost like you've got this stairwell and then you have, like it's a plateau, or if you want to call it a landing, and you kind of land there for a while.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and integrate the energies, and it feels good, and then you're like, bam, you get hit with something else, whether it's a trigger from from your childhood or something with a relationship going on. It all feeds back in. You're going, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going through this again. But you've had the experience of doing your inner work, and healing. So it's not, you become more resilient with every passing. It's not
more resilient, and there's less to do. Like, if here it comes again, is usually, well, you missed something that you really wanted to heal. Right. Not that you're being forced. I know there's a lot of talk like you're doing this for someone else. You're not doing this for someone else or for the universe. Yeah. And I think it's really important. I know, like, as soon as you come out, because we've all been there, you just kind of want to get up and run. And I think the most important thing to do first is to rest. And I know it's the last thing you want to do because you feel like you've kind of been, locked down for a while.
Yeah, like you've been snowed in for a while.
The inactivity. But the rest allows you to integrate this energy, and it may prevent, extra work later. In my opinion, that's how I've kind of seen it. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Well, you'll find out. Your body will let you know if you take off running too fast, and then you start pulling the rope. It's like you're trying to water ski, but you start pulling on the rope, and look what happens. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you kind of have to go with the flow. You can't force your way faster.
It's the flow. And integration is an energetic thing. It's not something you can really explain. It's very energetic. You just, your body knows, you actually know at some level, you just allow it. There's nothing, you don't have to go into some chanting or rites. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to go like seclude yourself and go camp and be a survivalist or something. I mean, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it's all inward. It is inward, but a lot of us are so busy. Well, 2020 provided a way for all of us to slow down. And all that stuff bubbles up that we didn't want to deal with because we were so busy. That trauma based. Busy.
And the integration, it takes a different amount of time for everyone, depending on what you went through. There's no real guidance on that. You are the guidance on that. So,
and I think of it like what I'm hearing is like when you go bowling and you put up the bumper pads. Okay, it's still, you might feel like you're like bumping into things, but you're still the ball's still gonna get down there somehow.
Okay, but that ball is bumping into things.
It is bumping into things, but it will get there. You follow that guidance and it's a little smoother. Yeah.
If I put the bumpers up, I might win the game. That's what I'm thinking the whole time. I'm like one of those inconsistent bowlers, right? Sometimes
3 strikes and 4 gutter balls. That's right.
Yeah, but sometimes I'll bowl so well, and sometimes I'll bowl like crap, and then I'll do both at the same time usually. Like I'll get a strike, and then I'll get a gutter. It's just crazy.
Well, that takes practice, so we can use that as your inner work. It takes practice of being.
I need a lot of inner bowling
being
work.
Being mindful. Yes. Right.
Of where you place your wrist. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then also, I think a lot of people skip this part, and this part is so integral to the process. Celebrate, and see where you've been, you know, where you were and what you've gotten yourself to. Celebrate yourself. I get that all the time from, you know, that's my guidance half the time. Celebrate yourself every day. Celebrate yourself, you know, and it's a self-love thing too. So celebrate what you've gone through. Celebrate, and then look at where you were too hard on yourself, so that you can have more compassion for yourself next time. That's another thing. That's another guidance I got like a long time ago. If you had the compassion for yourself that I have for you, you'd be through this a lot quicker. That's what I was told. But I'm stubborn, right? I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I've done that. Now I'm on to the next. But instead of appreciating and glorifying yourself, how far you've come. That's right. Appreciating how far you've come. And that's slowing down and have that inner reflection, or journaling or whatever, and going, pat yourself on the back. Because most of us, that's our inner work from our childhood, where we didn't feel like we got that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's self-love. And it's also, you know, I think goes hand in hand with comparing yourself with other people. There's no comparison. There's no levels. You know what I mean? Just because you can see someone and say, wow, she's so high vibrational or whatever, but that doesn't take anything from you. You don't even see yourself properly. So see yourself that way. If you see someone, this is my thing. If you see someone and you think, oh my God, that person's so high vibrational, start seeing yourself that way, because we are one, right? So start seeing yourself that way, and you'll start to attract what you need to be that you want to be, or whatever it is. Oh my gosh, she's really good at doing this, or he's really good at doing that. You know, it's in you too, if you're noticing it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's based on your mood. If you're in a bad mood, you're going to notice all the crap. That's just what it is. No matter what, right? It could be a great day, but if you're in a bad mood, it's a reflection. You look in the mirror and you just see all the imperfections. Right?
all the perfect. I heard all the perfect imperfections. That song. Yes. Oh, I heard that song. Who is that? John.
I don't know. I don't know. It'll come to you later.
I know.
Yeah. So it is. It's just
all
a process.
Of me loves all of you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What decade was that?
I don't know. Was it
what decade?
2000s? I
was going to say the late 90s, but it might have been the 2000s. Yeah.
Okay. I know I don't even put the right date down. I want to put 201 something, and I'm like,
funny?
Wait a minute. This is the wrong decade, Nanette.
And through the dark night of the soul, through your awakening, you because you're more present. You're not so hung up on this is today's schedule. This is how it is. But 2020 provided that too. Or last week here in Texas with our ice and snowstorms, like. What time is it? What day is it? Where am I? What's going on? You lose track of that.
Yeah. You sure do. Okay. Well, we already talked about that. I wrote little notes.
Okay.
How it gets easier.
And you can judge it. You just know by how you feel. It's the same. How do you feel? That's how you know where you're at. That's your GPS. Where am I?
Yeah. And you will test yourself, or the universe, however you want to look at it. I always say me, but because we, oneness, but you will test yourself. Trust me, because I've been through that many times. I'm like, God dang it, I thought I got this. I thought I
got it. You just become more resilient, like you said, though, and it doesn't hurt as bad, or you have more experience so you can handle it easier without taking it so personally. Some people, we all know people, and we've been there, where we are always looking for the bad things. It's like self-talk. Everything is like, you look for the bad in everything, or it's like, so you identify with it in a weird way. Whether it's your illness or the things going on in society, whatever it is, So that's where you've got to get back. You can tell by your mood. If you're in a bad mood, then you know you're not on soul's track.
Yeah. And what are you telling yourself? You know, you wouldn't tell your, if you had compassion for yourself, like your guides and angels and your higher self on the other side has, you wouldn't say these things to yourself. If you understood who you really are, and I don't mean a name or anything like that, but just who you are at the core, you would never talk to yourself that way. You know, it's like our generations, I know we're kind of in a similar generation. When we grew up, it's the same thing as that you would never talk to your parents that way, right? So it's the same thing. You would never talk to yourself that way if you understood who you were, if you had full self-love. You know what I mean?
So, and it does. It all boils down to self-love. That's usually, that's the melting pot. It's just, it comes out in different ways, right? It comes out sideways,
it does.
upside down, all different ways.
And
it comes out in the gutter ball. That's right.
Until you fully integrate the self-love. And to me, I think that's what the inner work is. It's taking you to self-love, because there's nothing else. There's nothing else beyond. Okay, we're getting a little philosophical here, but there's nothing else beyond you. There's nothing else. There's nothing outside of you. Everything starts inside of you, and the outside is the reflection of the inside. That law of attraction stuff is so true. So yeah, I think it's all an integration into full self-love, into full self unconditional love. I love that.
That is perfect. That's the whole journey. It just feels overwhelming. It's kind of like your child comes home with like 10 assignments of homework. It's overwhelming. So you just got to, focus on today and what you at task at hand, focus on that, being mindful, not looking 3 months down the road or 3 years down the road, right?
Yeah, that'll get you.
And not feeling what's overwhelming you, trying to figure it all out. You're not supposed to figure it all out. Your soul already knows. Yeah. So let it kind of reveal itself. Because as you have a little bit more peace and clarity, or even a space, of self-reflection, if that means meditation or going for a walk or doing a guided meditation, that will like allow space for more peace and clarity to come in. Because when we're like busy, like the hamster wheel, it's like a conveyor belt. It just keeps going 24/7 and you have no control. So you have to slow it down and stop it. You are in control of your thoughts.
Yes. Okay. Do you think we should do some light language? Am I putting you on the spot?
Because I've got a strain in my neck. I had my the second round of my shingle shot, which causes muscle aches. Yeah. And it's like, I can feel it travel. Yeah. So that'll do some light language. I already feel better just talking to you.
Oh, I love you. I feel better talking to you too. Okay, you do. You want to go first or do you want me to? I don't care.
You go first so I can reap your benefits. How's that?
Okay, yeah. Reap away, baby. Wakey. Okay. It's so funny. When I started, I saw a football field. I'm like, a football goal. And I'm like, what is that?
It felt like cleansing water, like purified water being poured out of like a clay pitcher on me. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, because that's what I got out of it. It's just like a calming after, I don't know how to say it, a calming, relaxing, you've done a good job, let's take a rest kind of thing. I don't know. Okay, good.
Did you want me to do light language, or you want to do me just do Reiki energy healing, or I could do both?
Yeah, do both. We like when you do both.
Okay. So what I'm, everyone just who's listening, just open up your awareness and be open to receive any energies you may feel flowing through your body. It may feel like cold, hot, tingling, a sensation. You may feel like you may have like gurgling in your stomach. That's normal. Just depending where the energies need to be broken up, or they're already broken up from listening to Nanette's light language. So just have fun with it, enjoy, and go off into a safe, sacred place. Ayamana kaniani nana wana sanatiti awia. Ayamana kanisisi wani maya naka aya usiara. Ayamana kaniana aya u sama aya andakara ari siti to aya. Ayamana kusi ayua ala isi alaiga maya tata uyanina kabakaya taya. Aikanama ayawana isi iyo aya katakari titu adara. Ayamara wasikiti aya ta. Aya kada ada kodi e aya magara lagi e lara aya mara kari tiri aya nana nini aya mara akatiri oya sakana data aya ara titi ara oya marani aniana aya kamara tari titi aya daya aya kami e aya oya ni aya akatiti aya atikiri aya.
I'm trying not to cry because
it felt very grounding for me. I hate that.
Yep, no, but for me, it was like you were pulling on the heart shot. There's something I've been healing in my heart, and it's like, okay, we're gonna work on it the rest of the way now.
Oh, I just got a visual of your heart chakra, and it was so pretty. It looked like I could see like growth. I could see like earth, like the earth soil. And then I saw like a red heart behind, but then this like, I'll say bean sprout, but I don't want to say a bean sprout coming out of the earth with the heart behind it. Growth.
Aww, that's so beautiful. I love my heart. Let me tell you, this is appropriate. I love my heart. So about 10 years ago, some people know the story. I was diagnosed with a little more than 10 years ago with a ascending aortic aneurysm. And so I went in and they do that thing where they do the image of your heart. And I think this really started, I've healed it. This really started the healing this day, because I remember looking at the picture of my heart and I start crying and I'm like, I love my heart. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Like you see your heart and just fall in love with your heart. It's just the weirdest thing. And so when you said that, it just kind of reminds me of that feeling, you know.
Oh, that's a beautiful story. And
yes, right?
it is. And it is possible to communicate with your organs, with your body parts, right? We just take our heart for granted.
Yes. And when I do really deep healing, like, you know, which one I'm talking about right now, I do, I talk to the cells, I talk to the organs, and I do this in my own body all the time. You know what I mean? I do it all the time.
You're so good at it. Yeah.
Because you're working together. So that it's a whole community, and they want to work with you because they all get to live atoms. Too. Yes. All those atoms. He kind of rolled his eyes. I saw him roll his eyes.
So jokes are so silly. So goofy. So if you're struggling with illness, you don't need to know exactly where it's the emotional part where it's stemming from now. Just ask for guidance. It's going to take you to a place that that you can reveal and shed some more layers that of pain and hurt. And so it doesn't have to be in chronological order. So it doesn't have to go necessarily to a past life or when you were in your mother's womb or whatever. So just kind of go with it, try not to control it. You're guiding it. you're guiding this energy to help break it up and to allow more flow. And you'll know because you'll feel it more at ease and peace. So then you know it's working.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But that was beautiful.
That was fun.
I love that.
That was fun.
Well, do you have anything else?
No, I heard to give you a high five. What side you on? I don't know what side is going to show up in the video.
Oh, okay. This way or this way? Don't do this. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Here we go. It could be like the scarecrow.
We're not on side because remember it's
oh yes, whoever's talking. But what happens when we're both talking then? Let's confuse everybody. Let's talk at the same time.
Okay, let's keep talking. Yeah, let's see if we're I think whoever's louder, so it probably shows me.
Techie. You're so funny. You're so funny. I love you.
I love you too. Okay, yeah, and we'll talk. I think we'll do a video next time on the body thing because we talked about this the other day too about the alchemy of your body. How, yeah, we'll do this. We'll do another one. But we love you all, and thank you for joining us.
Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, that's the wrong button.